Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheyenne, and I am a mom, wife, rancher, nurse, business owner, and my husband and I are on a cash stuffing budgeting journey of paying off debt and living financially free. So since we have started this budgeting journey, we've been able to pay off over $30,000 worth of debt, and we are just working on wrapping up some of that debt and not going into any more debt. So, if any of that sounds interesting to you, I hope you join us on this journey. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, leave me a comment. Let me know what brought you here and if you're on a journey as well. So, today we are going to be stuffing $2,162 into our envelopes here. And this is all going towards savings of some sort. So I'm super excited about that. This was kind of a bonus check of some extra work I did as a nurse. And so this is a nursing paycheck. My total check was $3,476.82. And I left some of that money in my checking account as either a buffer or just to pay some other bills like electric bills, phone bills, things like that. So anytime I have a fixed expense or something that is coming out of my checking account, I just leave that money in my account. I don't cash stuff that and then unstuff it whenever it's due. I just leave it in my account and then I cash stuff kind of everything else. And then with my savings and my binders, once my binders have reached a certain limit or I've reached my goal in those envelopes, I then put them into a high yield savings account, and I use Ally High Yield Savings Account. And what I love about that particular account is that I can create buckets on their account that are essentially like virtual cash envelopes. So I can make a bucket for my mortgage or for vacation, for Christmas savings, for a car savings, anything that I want or that I would normally have in a cash envelope, I can create a bucket in that account. And so I love, love, love that. And then it's a high yield savings. I'm just setting all my money in there so that it's A, not in my house, and then B, it's getting some interest on it after a while. So, if that's something that you're interested in, I do have a referral link in the description box below as well. So be sure and check out that account, and it's a good one. So, like I said, we're going to be stuffing $2,162, and then I also have a few $1 bills here that we're going to be putting into our $1 savings challenge. And these were just some ones that I had after birthday spending and1after kind of our fun activities. So these last couple of weeks have been really busy for us. We had my son's third birthday party, and then we also had our county fair, and so we did lots of different activities. And this was the first year that I was able to take money that I had set aside specifically for those things and use the cash. And boy, let me tell you how relieved we were this last week of being able to use our cash for different things that the kids wanted to do and different activities, and then for our son's birthday as well. It was just so much stress off of our shoulders. So if you don't have like a specific fund set aside for birthdays and activities, highly, highly recommend it if you have a lot coming up. I can't believe how much less stress we had this last week and how much we were able to just enjoy it. And if the kids wanted something extra and we still had some cash left, we were able to be like, yeah, we can do that. So it was a lot of fun. And yeah, so let's get to stuffing. So first we're going to go into our 100 envelope binder, and we are going to be stuffing $100 into our $100 envelope challenge. So we have a 50, 2 20s. Did I do this right? A 50, 50, well, I grabbed a 5, 2 20s, a 5, and then 5 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except that's the wrong stash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's give this a count. So 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Perfect. Okay, so we did stuff that correctly. Or write that down correctly. Whatever. Let's do 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Let's do that first. That way we can get this, try and get this whole sheet filled up. Okay, so 90, and then let's put, let's see, let's do $1 here. Okay, we'll do $2 here. Actually, let's do $3, and then we'll do 6, I think, right? Yeah, so we'll do 3 and then 6. Awesome. Okay, so we are getting there with this. That's awesome. Super exciting. I can't wait till this is full. And if you don't know, the $100 envelope challenge, there's 1 through 100 on these little sheets. And for each number, you put that amount in the number. And by the end of it, you should save $5,050. All right, and then let's do our dollar challenge. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and $10 to put in here. Woohoo! All right, and that will complete our challenge here. And then I think we'll also have some money left over. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've reached our 50. Yay. All right, so we have saved over $100 just in $1. That is amazing. So I'm going to, in our next unstuffing and condensing video, I will unstuff that and we will allocate that back into our $100 envelope savings. Yay, that's awesome. Okay, super exciting. We'll have to start over on our $1 challenge. Okay, so next let's go into our orange binder here. And we are going to be putting in $100 into school. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 6, 50, 670, 690, 710, 730, 750, 800, and 850. Awesome. And my goal for the homeschool is to have $1,000. And that is just for a buffer for things like curriculum, supplies we may need, things like that. All right. And then we're going back to, where are we going back to? Oh, so we're going back to furniture. So we are going to stuff 150 in furniture. And I'm really trying to buff this up because I want a new mattress real bad. So 150, 70, 90, 210, and 215. Awesome. And then we're going to be stuffing 150 into appliances. And I really want a new washer. So that is what we are saving for right now. So we have 150.65 in appliances, and I just haven't labeled these envelopes yet, so I'm working on that. Okay, and then next we're going to go into our gray binder, and we are going to put 300 into our medical. We're actually going to do our health one, so we're going to put 300 in here. 1, 2, and 3. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 950, 1,050, 100. So 1,100 in health. That is amazing. It's time to take that to the bank. Okay. All right. So next we are going to go into our holiday binder. That's it for the gray binder. Next, we're going into our holiday binder, and we are going to be stuffing $50 in birthdays. So we need to revamp this because, like I said, my son just had his birthday, and we spent some money. So $50 in birthdays, and then we are going to do $100 in miscellaneous holidays. So I kind of need to allocate that. So 20, 40, 60, 81. And we're going to put, let's do 40 in Halloween since that's coming up. And then we'll put 40 in, actually, let's do 60 in Halloween. And then we'll do 40 in Thanksgiving. And then we're going to put $100 in Christmas. Perfect. Okay. So for total in our holiday binder, we did $200 or $250. I'm sorry. We did $250 in our holiday binder. And then I also have money in the bank for Christmas. I just didn't write down how much it was. So, all right. And then next we're going into our 6-month ahead binder. And in our 6-month ahead binder, we're going to be stuffing, let's see, we will be doing $1,112. So that is exciting. Yay. Okay. So we're going to do, let's see. I'm going to kind of be all over the place in here, and I apologize in advance. So we're going to put $300 in the boat. And that I am going to be like, kind of once I get a good chunk of money, I'm going to just make a big payment for the boat. This is one of our debts that we still have, is the boat. And so I'm trying to get that paid off as soon as possible. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50 in the boat. Perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna go back here to groceries. And in groceries, we're gonna stuff 347. So 300s, 2 20s, a 5, and 2 1s in groceries. And essentially what I'm trying to do here is get 1 month in each of these envelopes, at least 1 month stuffed. And then I'm going to put that money into the bank, and then we'll kind of start over. So once I get 1 month ahead, then we'll start over, and we'll just keep rolling that over. So for groceries, my goal is $600 for a month. So I'm working on getting 600 in here. And then once we have 600, then again, we'll move on to something else. So like right now I have all of our fixed expenses, at least have a month's worth of, like a month's worth of the bill And so now I'm going into all of our variable expenses and what those goals are. So for groceries, my goal is $600 a month. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 600. So we have reached our 1 month goal for groceries. So that is amazing. And then for snacks, we are going to be stuffing 220. Whoops. And I honestly don't remember what my goal here is. I think it's $300 maybe. And this is for like snacks and eating out. So if we want to go eat out as a family, go to a restaurant, whatever, that's also what this money is for. So 1, 250, 270, 290, 300. Yeah, it must be 300 is my goal here. So that one is funded for a month. Self-care is also going to be getting 220. And this goal is also 300. So 1, 250, 270, 290, and 300 for self-care. And then household is going to get 90. No, sorry. Household is going to get 20. And my goal here is 200. So 150, 120. Hold on. Let's try that again. 150, 20, 50. Oh my gosh, I can't count. 150, 70, 90, 200. Okay, and then school is going to get $5, and this is for my son's. My youngest is going to a private preschool for a couple years, and so this is for his tuition. So 50, 70, 30, and 35. No, I cannot count today, you guys. 50, 70, 80, 85. Wow, that was painful. Okay, so in this binder, we now have at least every envelope stuffed for 1 month's worth of bills. So that is amazing. It doesn't even shut now. I am so excited and seriously just so proud that we have done this and we have set aside enough money to be a whole month ahead. So in our next video, we're going to be unstuffing some of these binders, and I can't even get that to shut. So we're going to be unstuffing some of these binders and condensing them into smaller bills. And then we'll be putting some of this into, like I said, our high yield savings account. And for our 6 month ahead binder, we will just start over and start working on getting 6 months ahead, or getting the next month ahead. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start at the beginning here. So I will start in electric and I will just work my way back. So for electric, my goal is $200, phone $200, internet's $100, medical is $200 a month, and so on and so forth. So once I have at least a month, I'll move on to the next envelope and we'll get all of those stuffed for at least a month's worth. And then again, start over until we are 6 months ahead. And I am just so excited again to get this savings and just really work on saving our money and being able to allocate some money into other things now that we're wanting. Like I said, I want a new mattress. So I'm able to set some money aside now with each paycheck or once a month to hopefully get us a new mattress. And this is just, it's an amazing feeling knowing that I'm not going to just use my credit card and swipe my card when I want something because I want it, right? I'm going to save the cash and then I'm going to get that, or I'm not going to get it because we can't afford it. So this system has just truly helped us and helped us really get a hold of our financing. So again, like I said before in the beginning of the video, please just let me know what your wins are with budgeting. how it's going for you. If you have any questions about my system here and kind of what we're doing, please, please, please shoot me a message. I'm happy to talk more in depth with anybody and just kind of go over different budgeting things. And I am not a financial advisor. I have not gone to business school or finance school or anything like that. I am just a real life person who has paid off debt and is now saving money. And so I like to just share what has worked for me. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day and a blessed week. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye.